Hello, my leafies. Welcome back to Wholesome Journey, a podcast dedicated to exploring the little things that make life beautiful. I'm Keke and I'm so happy that you're here. Guys, it's been a while. It's been a minute. It's been just a little bit of a minute. I'm back with yet another wholesome topic, and I cannot wait for us to dive into it. So, do like me and grab yourself something cozy, something warm, and let's have a chat. In today's topic, I wanted us to talk about something that shapes our lives quite literally, quietly, but in a very powerful way: friendships. But not just any kind of friendship. We're talking about the wholesome, real deal, let's support each other, let's be real, let's be honest, loving, caring, supportive kind of friendships, okay? So let's dive right into it. So the thing with friendships, it's beautiful, it's great, it's fun, but the best time to make friends is way before you need them, okay? Way before you need them. And the reason why I say that, actually, it's a quote. I don't know where it comes from, but it's just something that has stuck in my mind, in my head, since the first time I read it or heard it. Wholesome friendships are the ones that bring out the best in you, the ones that make you feel good, feel safe, and the ones where you feel like you can just be. And it's not easy to get to that level, to get to that point in a friendship, because remember, it's two individuals who are completely different, probably come from different backgrounds, different cultures, just different all around. Yet there is something that brought or brings you together, and that little thing that brings you guys together could blossom into an amazing, long-lasting friendship. But it takes work, because it is, at the end of the day, a relationship. There are some key qualities that help a friendship grow and blossom, and I just wanted to touch base on a few of them. There's obviously a lot, and as individuals, we each value different things. So I'm just going to touch base on a few that are important to me, and we'll take it from there. I've had to learn a lot about friendships, especially since I have had to make new friends because of the fact that I had to let go of everybody else that I knew back in my past. I must say, I'm very fortunate to have had good friends that were with me when I was part of, that religion. Now that I'm out, I still have those same people, and man, I'm so grateful, because looking back, I see the amount of effort that the people who were with me back then put in. The level of communication, the amount of care and gentleness that they treated me with, and how patient they were with me, because there were so many things that I couldn't partake in, so many things that I had to excuse myself from, and so many moments that I missed out on that I actually was supposed to be there for, but I couldn't be because I believed that I shouldn't be. Yet I was treated with so much gentleness till this day. So I'm very grateful that I still have those friendships that I can hold dear to my heart, that I am confident in that they will last me a lifetime. We survived the works. So, I think now moving forward, cultivating new friendships, navigating new friendships is not easy. It doesn't come easy to me, but I've really been taking my time and just understanding myself and what it is that I want out of friendships, and how I want to be present, because I am learning to be a friend who doesn't necessarily have these conditions. I had so many conditions to friendships. People had to be a certain way, not necessarily in the fairest of ways. Also, not all entirely wrong or outrageous, but yeah, it was a lot. I still have some really good values that I'm holding on to, and so moving forward, I think I don't want to just willy-nilly make friends for the sake of it, because I want to be true to myself, and I also want to be genuine and true to the other person. And I must say, I've made some amazing friendships so far that I'm really excited about, and it's been going really well, I must say. Friendships are actually a lot like a relationship with your person, with your partner, except obviously it's different. It's not the same, but it's similar. And yeah, it really, really, really depends on the people in that friendship, much like a romantic relationship. You can't just let anybody from outside influence you guys to the point where it's only the outside voices that matter, So I think that's my approach to friendships. I'm more mature now, so I'm able to see red flags from a mile away, which I'm very proud of. And as much as I am the type of person to give the benefits of the doubt, I still do, but I'm very quick to draw my boundary line very quickly, So, yeah, there's a lot of growth, and I'm very, very proud of how far I've gotten. This journey has really forced me to grow up, to mature, to be strong, and to have a sense of self, because I no longer rely so much on others for validation. I think that was something that I struggled with the most, because within the previous circle that I was in, you had to, if you weren't getting validation from either elders or other pioneers, or you felt like you were not doing enough. And I find that that's what I struggled with the most, not getting clapped for for doing certain things. It felt like, hey, I did, hey, you guys didn't see that. Even though I was proud of myself, not hearing it from people, bothered me a little bit. Yet, that's not what it's about. It's not about outside people at all. But I'm learning that now, and I have learned that now, and I must say, it's going well. It's going extremely well. And yeah, I have so many plans ahead that I'm very excited for, and I'm so glad that I have this platform where I can share and look back at the progress and be proud of myself. I think instead of outside validation, I'm the one who matters. I validate myself now, and it's enough. And it feels good. It feels amazing. So one I would say is quite important is to have mutual support, to celebrate each other's wins, and to be able to stand by each other during difficult times, not just when it suits you. I think that's a bit of a difficult one, because then it means someone has to sacrifice at some point, or compromise rather. And it's not easy. It's not easy to get to that point, but if somebody is important to you and you value them, it becomes effortless, That's another thing that is important in a friendship, that it shouldn't feel like a weight, it should be light. And that's how you know that it's a good friendship, because once it starts to feel like weight, then it's probably toxic. Another key quality is honesty and kindness. I'm deliberately pairing those two together because when you're being honest with your friend, sometimes it's not going to be with easy topics, and also it's not going to be easy to swallow or easy to hear. And delivery is very important. How you are honest with your friend matters. We are trying to nurture the relationship and not break it down. So in your honesty, be kind. Another one that is important is a no judgment zone. Yes, we can playfully tease each other, but there should be a clear line between the teasing and actually being judgmental. One, because if you are in a friendship with somebody who's judgmental, you'll never really be able to be yourself fully, completely, holistically. It means you will always be walking on eggshells because now you're afraid that your friend is going to, judge you. It takes away from the friendship. It doesn't add to it. So no judgment zone in a friendship is a definite. Another one is growth. And growth is two-sided because sometimes as people we grow and end up growing apart. But what I want us to focus on is growing within the friendship, having a friend that having a friend that is aware of your goals and encourages you to pursue them and supports you, vice versa. Having that friend and being that kind of friend is key. And these are the things that really set apart real friends from those that are just there for vibes. Another one is friends that make you feel seen. And there's a thin line because, yes, if you have insecurities, it's probably your responsibility also to work on your insecurities. However, if you are in a friendship and you constantly feel like you are being ignored, or you're not seen, or you're being neglected, then it means something is lacking. You're not crazy or being unfair to have those thoughts and those feelings, fair. As individuals, we're going to have other connections with other people, right? There will be other people we are close to, people we gravitate towards. However, the friends that we have should not feel like, or rather, we shouldn't willy-nilly just neglect the people that we value. However, communication is what's going to save you, because your other friend is not going to feel like you are neglecting them, or they're not going to feel unseen by you, because it happens a lot in friendships where once you are in a setting where you are with your best friend and they have their other friends, then there's a problem. And I find there is a way to break that. And it's just to communicate clearly with your friends and just be open with them. And also not want to own your friend, You can love somebody, but you can't own them. That's not love, because then what it really is control. You want to control them. You want them to be your person and yours alone. And there's a fine line. It's not easy. It's not easy at all to navigate adult friendships, especially if, these are friendships that have been there for years. If, you guys go way back, it's not nice to see your person, your friend, with another person close, right? But it's also unfair to expect them to not cultivate other relationships outside your own. So with that love should come freedom, really. And the only thing that's really going to protect that is clear communication between, the friends. And that brings me to having respect and boundaries. It's important to be able to respect each other's boundaries and to just be able to let the other person take time off from the friendship if they need to. Not in the sense that they are taking a break from you, but if they are busy, because life happens, be able to respect those boundaries. Maybe they get married or they have children. Some moments are meant for them and their families, perhaps. There are certain seasons where friendships have to take a back seat, not necessarily because it's intentional, it happens. Respecting boundaries can look different according to the friendship that you have, but I find that it's okay to take a back seat and let your friend have her moment or his moment, especially with life's big changes like having a baby or getting married, or it could be anything. But some moments are supposed to be between the friend and whoever they are sharing that moment with during that time. And it's okay to let them, enjoy that moment. There will be time to catch up and, come together and celebrate, But it's not fair to expect your friend to be yours, all yours, and no one else's. That's not how life works. So moving forward, I intend on continuing to choose connections that are honest, safe, joyful, meaningful, and just fun. The most important thing is to have fun with people you call friends. So, yeah, that is my journey, my wholesome journey, and I hope to hear from you concerning your wholesome journey. So please do let me know, how do you find friendships? How do you navigate friendships? Especially as an adult. It's not easy, and fallouts are real. We haven't touched on fallouts, friendship fallouts. That's another thing, another topic for another day. Just let me know in the comment section, how do you guys navigate friendships? How do you make it last? How do you keep it going? How do you keep it fun? Let me know. Thank you so much for tuning in, my Leafy. I hope you enjoyed this little chit chat session. I will definitely see you guys in the next one. Bye.